The world was hers for the reading. As a young girl, I saw the world through the eyes of books. I found solace in books as they transported me to different places and times, introduced me to life-altering characters, taught me invaluable lessons, and opened my eyes to the wonders of the world. Books allowed me to lose myself for hours at a time, whether waiting for the school bus in the ever-present Seattle rain, sitting in the backyard during long summer days, or reading in bed until the late hours of the night. I never envisioned that the lessons I learned from the Berenstain Bears or the adventures I went on in Where the Wild Things Are would shape the person I am today. My love for books and reading ultimately served as the driving force behind my desire to become a teacher. Until last year, I worked in a cubicle, crunching advertising dollars at an ad agency in Boston. But I felt like something was missing and left work each day unfulfilled. I wanted to feel passionate about my work, and I wanted to make a difference. I realized that one way I could do this was to instill a love for reading and a desire to learn in my students as an elementary school teacher. Throughout this program, I have learned that many elements of good teaching parallel some of the important lessons I've learned over the year through books. Lesson 1. The more I related to a book, the more I enjoyed it. I remember feeling like I was just as awkward as Ramona Quimby and just as cool as the girls in Sweet Valley Twins. As a teacher, it is crucial for me to relate to my students' lives, experiences, and where they come from. Getting to know my students will help me create meaning through lessons and academic experiences that connect with their diverse backgrounds. Lesson 2. Books are inspirational and teach valuable life lessons. Anne Frank taught me about overcoming disabilities. Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry made me aware of racism that I never knew existed. I learned that in every struggle, there is hope. It is my job to inspire my students and help them to see the greatness they can achieve, regardless of the obstacles they face. Lesson 3. Reading is an adventure. The Indian in the Cupboard took me to a world where toys come alive and the Wild West meets 18th century America, all in one book. The Island of the Blue Dolphins took me on a journey of one girl's survival on a deserted island. I hope to make learning an adventure for my students every day through project-based learning and hands-on experiences. I want to take my students on journeys of discovery and exploration that will open their eyes to the fact that learning is an adventure. Lesson 4. Reading is fun, entertaining, and engaging. I couldn't wait to see how Mrs. Pigglewiggle would magically cure a child's bad habit. I laughed at Amelia Bedelia's confusion over seemingly basic chores. As a teacher, I want to make learning fun and engaging for my students through songs, educational games, toys, and technology. Finally, I hope to contribute to my students' love of reading and desire to learn. I want them to see that learning will give them knowledge and power to change the world, provide means to escape into another time or reality, inspire them to realize their dreams, and give them tools to succeed and excel. I want to see my students enthralled and lost in a book, because as Dr. Seuss said, the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go.